Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy Podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Voscaro's Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Voscaro's Game has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Voscaro's Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Voscaro's Game as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Dominion Custom Clothing. Cowboy fans, if you need your custom suits, your custom sportswear, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company for you. Dominion Custom Clothing also offers a free mobile service to your home, to your business for suit fittings and fabric showing. Dominion Custom Clothing has been a clothier in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for the last 20 years. So if you need that suit for the night out on the town or the tuxedo for the prom or special occasions, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company you have been looking for. And as always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, Cholo Town, El Paso, it's our man, 21, Armando, 21. And from the hill country of Texas, Austin, it's our man, Retrofit Sports, Hook 'em, it's Rue. And from Tucson, Arizona, the player personnel director of the Cowboy Up podcast is Kuiper AZ. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520. What's up? What's up? What's up? Say, man, y'all know what today is. Today is Monday. What happens on Monday? It's the Cowboy Up podcast. Man, let me introduce the crew to you. To my right, to my left, to my left, to my right. Man, from Tucson, Arizona, the player personnel director of the Cowboy Up podcast is my man, Kuiper AZ. What's up, Kuiper?
What's up, everybody? It was a fun Super Bowl. Sad that was the last game, but now we're off to the off season. Let's get that shit going.
I know. Let's get it popping. Hey, man, and from the ATL by way of the Funky Town, Fort Worth, it's my man. What's your point? What's up, Chop? I can't hear you, Chop. We can't hear you, Chop. We can't turn that mic on, Chop. Not yet. We'll come back to you, Chop. Just keep saying test, and I'll let you know when we can hear you. Hey, and from Tucson, Arizona, man, it's my man. He's Mikey. 520. What's up, Mikey?
How you guys doing? So now it's the beginning of the off season. Exhale from the most roller coaster nightmare of shortest season that we ever been through. But there's a lot to discuss.
Hey, man, I know. Hey, I always look forward to the Super Bowl, man. I love the game. I love it so much. It's the end of the season though, but then it's the sad part because it is the end of the season. You be like, damn, we gotta wait all the way until July till we see some football again. And it's February just start, man. It's sad and happy, but congratulations.
It's Kuiper season. So it started the underwear Olympics. It's Kuiper season. So I get it. But I understand why you like the Super Bowl. My man could cook. You know what I mean? My man could cook. So I didn't see your spread yesterday. I was waiting to see your spread. You usually got a spread.
Man, just because it was just me and the wife and the kids. I didn't do nothing big, man. I just did football food, wings, some nachos. I did some meatballs, and that's about it, man. I didn't do much, just because I knew it was just gonna be us. If I had a crowd out, and me, the grill would have been fired up. It would have been smoking. Sir. You know what I mean?
And it's hard to do small portions. Like when you do, you all have that food, and then you're eating that same food until Thursday, and it's all in Tupperwares. But I don't mind it at all.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you my Super Bowl Sunday, man. Everybody hype, man. We get up. I go to the grocery store. I actually, for the first time here in Seattle, saw people in SEAHAWKS gear at this grocery store. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, I was like, congratulations. All right, I see y'all are here. So, and then I'm walking down the aisle, and this couple stopped me, and they had on cowboy gear too. And I was like, man, I'm so glad to see some friends here, and they were cool and everything. So we chopped it up for a little bit. So, we get here, man. I throw the food. I actually got through cooking right at kickoff. Great timing. Dude, beautiful. Everybody get these big old plates. We getting ready to watch the game. It wasn't even 5 minutes into the game. Why everybody sleep but me? I'm like, right?
The kids started drinking early. Well, the kids,
dude, everybody is knocked out in that food coma. You know how you get that food coma, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Plates up high, and dude, everybody went night on me. I'm like, come on, man, come on.
No, man, that means the food was good.
But then that's the other thing too. When we up here by ourselves, so we ain't got no family up here. So if we were back in Texas, it would have been a house full of folks. But up here it's just us. So I understood. But I actually enjoyed the game. Kuiper, how did you celebrate the Super Bowl yesterday?
Yeah, we actually had our thing outside, man. We put a TV outside, put up the beer and fucking sodas in the chest outside, sat down and just watched the Super Bowl.
You were drinking beer? You drink beer?
Yeah.
What? Say, man, you old enough to drink beer?
Yeah.
You sure you old enough? I don't know, man.
No.
ID. I gotta check your ID, see if you're old enough. Chop, baby. Can you hear us now, Chop, or can we hear you? Let's see what you say.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear Chop. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There we go.
We can.
I can hear y'all. With all this equipment in here, somehow my other audio device took over the doggone board.
Right.
So I didn't know it, but it's all good. How y'all doing? Y'all all right?
Man, we doing good. We doing good. Chop, man, how did you go Super Bowl Sunday? What did you do, man?
Man, I was about the same. I was just like you. I was right here at the house. Me and my wife.
What did you cook? What did you cook?
You know what? We didn't really. I'm trying to figure out what did we eat. Oh. You know what? I have filet mignon.
This guy,
shit.
My wife,
Damn.
my wife cooked filet mignon, broccoli, and Spanish rice, man.
Filet mignon.
Oh, the Super Bowl.
You know,
Filet mignon.
Jesus Lord, you're the only person in America that filet mignon for the Super Bowl.
hey, you know, it was only us two, so
I know, but he failed to say it was a Kobe Wagyu filet mignon, not just.
Hey, I thought he may have been in the owner suite or something. You know, man, we was up in the owner suite, eating filet mignon.
He had the bougie ass freaking the bougie ass shrimp cocktail with the dipping on it, like not even the platter.
Hey, y'all, he could at least invited us to Atlanta. Hey man, we having a little filet mignon, man, for the Super Bowl. I think y'all ain't
Truffles with truffles on it.
oh my God.
Shit. Yeah, hey, know what he doing? He going around the kitchen, making sauce and shit.
That's it.
Damn, man, my little finger foods. Damn, I'm gonna tell my wife, hey man.
Hey
man.
Oh man. Normally we have some on the grill and have a few people over, but it was just that energy of the Super Bowl. It was like, I mean,
and then it's your time zone. Like we're very fortunate, like over here. How Armando said, like they put the TV outside. We putting the TV outside in our time zone it's a thing because it's 75 degrees outside. It's nice. Mm-hmm. It's cold enough to where you have a sweater or something, but it's nice. And you have the TV outside where you're grilling and the game's going on. And I just love our time zone. I couldn't imagine. By the time the game comes on in your time zone, it's freaking 7:30 at night.
Yeah, it's late. Yeah, because
I made a pork. I smoked the pork tenderloin and made some chicken and just did the dips and the chips. But I don't know about you know what? That was a pork filet mignon.
All right, Cowboy Corner, man. Good to see you, Corner. Good to see you, man. How you doing, man?
You doing, man?
What's going on, you guys? Thanks for sharing the link. I'm here in the flesh. Hope you guys are fantastic.
Man, how did you celebrate the Super Bowl? What y'all cook up in the Cowboy Corner crib?
Dude, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I spent the weekend in the hospital with my wife's father. So,
wow. He okay?
He's on hospice care. So,
man, I'm sorry to hear about that, brother.
That's all right. But I watched a little bit of the Super Bowl. We ate some Sam's Club pizza with them, So
that's all good. Did he watch it?
Oh, he can't watch anything. He's in a deep coma.
Yeah, he's comfortable.
I'm
sorry, bro. Well, prayers to your daughters and grandpa and you guys as well and your wife.
Appreciate
for real,
you.
dude. That's part of life, but still, man,
it's rough. But hey, let's talk a little Super Bowl, man. First of all, a lot of people was upset about the game. Why it was boring. I was the opposite.
Yeah,
I was the opposite. I loved it. And the reason I loved it, I was in the Cowboy Can fan chat because they do a live simulcast every game, right? And I said, the game is not boring. And the people who say it's boring, they think it's boring because they've never seen a real defense before.
Yeah.
It was defense, bro. Both teams, I gotta give it up to New England Patriots, bro. They defense kept them in the freaking game. Okay? If they had any offense, it would have been a closer game, right? And they kept it to 12. I was just like, bro, if Seattle don't come on with it and put it in the end zone, the Patriots may come back and get them, right? But of course, it's kind of like body punching in boxing, man. Seattle kept body punching them, and then eventually, man, they went ahead and gonna knock them out. So, Kaipa, I'll start with you, man. How did you feel about the game? Because, like I said, I liked it. Did you like it? Didn't like it? How did you feel about it?
Hey, I didn't like the Seahawks winning. I'll tell you that. Fuck them. But nah, it's a game that only real football fans can truly appreciate, dude. Because you watch that shit, it wasn't really sloppy offense. It was great defense that was just being played. You see like, dude, watching Christian Gonzalez fucking
there you go.
Out,
you said it out of my
was
damn
more
you.
exciting than any offensive play I would have watched. I love watching those plays.
It was for the people that never watched him before. You know who that kid is now, for real.
Yeah,
he was so good. He was so fucking good in the Super Bowl, bro. I wouldn't even been mad if he was MVP. I really wouldn't. Dude, he kept him in the game. Christian Gonzalez balled out yesterday, bro. He balled out. Chop
was amazing
game, bro.
I'm here.
Oh, no, I said, what did you think?
You know what? I'm on the same wavelength. I thought that was a great defensive game. And I knew in the fourth quarter something was going to break. And really, what really broke was the turnovers. And once the turnovers started, the momentum shifted even more. Well, it was always on Seattle, but even when New England decided they was going to do it, the momentum shifted on the turnover. And dude, I mean, the defenses, and you know what? I'm glad we said something about that. I didn't see not one besides Christian Gonzalez. I didn't see not one superstar defensive player on either team besides Christian Gonzalez in that secondary. That was coaching.
Yeah,
that was a well-coached game on both sides, and it just proves again, you don't really. It's good to have great players, but if you got great coaching, those average good players can play. And I just enjoyed it, man. They wasn't missing assignments. I mean, both sides, man, they was on it. They was on, man. It was on and popping. I loved every bit of it, man. I was just like, who's gonna make the mistake first? Who's gonna make the mistake first? That's what I was looking for. Whoever makes the game. That's how I was looking at it.
520. What you think, man? Give me your opinion on it.
We were kind of watching the same game, but we weren't watching the same game, guys.
Okay.
So Will Campbell is a liability with his little T-Rex arms, and they took advantage of his little T-Rex arms. He's a guard. He's a guard. But big thing, Drake, like, I'm sorry for the people that got mad that Matt Stafford won the MVP. No, the real quarterback is Matt Stafford. Drake May couldn't read out or even do a dummy snap to know when the cornerback was coming. It was the same damn blitz the whole time. So when you have the same damn blitz the whole damn time, you do a check with me with your slot receiver, because every time they would let that slot receiver go, that's when the slot receivers just would go in and go to the space and go to a right dump off, and they would stop. Would it kill them to run a screen with Henderson to calm down that blitz that happened? Because if that would have did that, Henderson would have popped. They didn't do any adjustments or did any favors for Drake May, and Drake May was riding this wave in the conservative ass way that they called the game, came up and bit them in the ass. I don't know if you guys didn't see that. It wasn't just defense, it was an inept offense in Drake May, and Drake May, his lack of experience came out. A Dak Prescott, for instance, or a seasoned vet would have saw that. It was the same damn blitz, guys. Witherspoon kept coming on that same damn blitz on the same damn side with whatever linebacker was on that side. That's when you tell that slot receiver or that tight end to just cut his route, where they got to have a hot route when they see it, or do a dummy snap to have them come. It seemed like they never adjusted to that. And then I got to give something refreshing. Seattle kept taking the points. Something that Schottenheimer got caught not doing.
They've been doing that all year.
And you know what? That's refreshing as hell. Because this new wave, even in college football, of Dan Campbell going for it, fourth down, leaving 3 points on the table, not collecting points, really, you end up chasing those points for the whole damn game. You know what I mean? And you got to give the punter. Carl Dickerson kept doing that coffin corner, but I'm sorry, I threw that in. But as far as the offense goes, taking the points, sometimes you just gotta do that. Putting money in the bank, you're not gonna go broke.
Well, Mikey, we do watch the game the same way because I've been saying it all playoffs. I said that's how Denver lost the game against New England. I said it's the playoffs. Takes the points. Take what they give you. You come back and fight another day. Come back and fight again. I mean, you may have lost the battle, but you got points on the board. And when you have points on the board, you keep your team rolling. Corner, man, I want your perspective, man. I want you to answer this question though, because Mike Chop said it wasn't too many stars on the field on the side. Okay, I think it's just that we don't know a lot of New England football. How did you feel about it?
About like the stars, or what's your question?
I mean, anybody on the field other than Gonzalez did you appreciate on the field last night?
Oh man, I really thought Will Campbell would have a better game than what he had. I like their running back, the Patriots running back,
Stevenson.
Stevenson. But for the most part, I mean, they don't. I mean, you look at their schedule; they kind of. I mean, they're like the Eagles a couple of years ago. They just got handed the Super Bowl because of the way things fell. Now I told a buddy, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. I told a buddy the other a week before the Super Bowl. I said I don't even know if Drake. I said I like Drake May, but I don't know if he can score a point on this defense. And for 3 quarters, he did not score a point on this defense. So, and so when you look at everything like that, you guys are bringing up Gonzalez. You guys are bringing up Witherspoon. Byron Murphy, man, 2 sacks, very disruptive. Very disrupted. That's how you play defense, man. And I loved the Super Bowl because when it was 9-0 going into the 4th quarter, I said, "This is football. Yeah, this is football right here."
Well, Witherspoon coming off that corner, like he was timing that perfect.
Yeah,
right.
And it's funny, when people said it was boring, it's because they're fringe football fans. They see all the scoring and everything like that, but football is really a chess game, And they had 2 defensive coaches playing chess yesterday, bro. They had a real good game. Go ahead, Corner.
It was.
And just one more thing, this sucks for 49er fans because the Seahawks won a Super Bowl, and that's like the Eagles coming to AT&T Stadium and winning that in our stadium. So fuck you, Niners. You got what you deserve.
No, but it was reminiscent of the Rams and the Patriots. The what was it, like 9-16? I forgot that the only touchdown was the Gronk touchdown. That was basically the difference. And you got to give Dickerson credit. That punter, the special teams made up, and the defense special team made up for helped out Sam Darnold, and then that running game, and then ultimately it was big. They shut down Smith and Jigba, and then they just let him run. But and then I don't know, I've been making fun of you, Chris, but the ones that got tired were the Patriots. Because they were what was it like
the whole time? They were on the field the whole time.
Yeah, the Patriots, they were on the field. It would be 3 and out. Like their defense held up until they couldn't hold up no more, and then ultimately the dam broke or the levee broke.
Yeah, I mean when you start 0-5 on 3rd down, I mean that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I mean it was like they couldn't, when you can't generate first downs. That even. Put it like this: every play on their first down was always like a negative. They were always behind the sticks the whole first half. When you're behind the sticks against a very good defense, you're gonna have problems. The Patriots had one opportunity early in the game when they should have been a pick 6. Okay, Sam threw that ball behind him, and that corner, man, it should have been a pick 6. And I think if they would have got that pick 6 right there, I think it would have helped their offense a little bit. But it didn't happen, man. But I enjoyed the game thoroughly. I really did.
Do you think Vrabel rested on that eventually Sam Darnold is going to do it again?
Yeah, well, it was a couple of times he had some questionable throws that should have been picked.
Well, and then the thing is,
Gonzalez should have had 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
That kid, man. Good for that kid, man. We know what that kid was because he was at Oregon, but good for that kid. But it seemed like it wasn't just the snow that slowed down Drake May, man. Because they were in California. You just lived there. You came from over there, Chris. Beautiful weather.
Well, you know.
Go ahead, Chris.
Go, Chop. Go.
I think some of the things I noticed, the offensive coordinator didn't do Drake May no favors because I honestly thought that they was going to get Trey Henderson out there in the flats and just start dunking off some passes and let him make some plays. This guy really only touched the ball like 3 times the entire game, and he was the spark. I don't understand why they wasn't using him at all. And as far as him not seeing the field, they was rushing 6 probably 50% of the night. And that's what confused him. And there was nothing. There was something he could do. It was a hot read. He could have just dumped it off in the flats every single time they vacated the area. Just dump it right there in the flats and dump it to somebody like Trey Henderson, and he would have took it. But the offensive coordinator, I think, just got stubborn. I think they got stubborn and said, "We're gonna do this. We're gonna play defense and we're gonna run the ball." They stopped running the ball.
Yeah.
I don't think he got stubborn. I think he realized they couldn't block him. They couldn't block those guys.
But
that's a good
stupidest thing though was he wouldn't call any quick passing plays. He was only going for the medium and deep balls. He never called a quick slant. He never called the little curl route, and he got his QB killed all night for that.
And that's crazy for you to say because we're used to a number 12 with that same team that you couldn't do that shit too. But that's just that's apples and oranges. You know what I mean? Like,
but Drake. I think a couple times, just because of the rush, he wasn't composed on some throws that he should have hit to complete first downs to get the drive moving. When like I said, man, Seattle special teams was so fucking good last night, man. When they cough and kicking damn near every time they're starting on the fucking 1 and 2 and 5-yard line against that defense, dude, all they was doing was pinning their ears back, and then they was running simple blitz, when they showed the end zone version, right? And just to what you guys were saying about dumping it off to Henderson into the backs, because both the linebackers was blitzing from the inside,
right?
Little dumps to the running back could have solved out. They would have stopped doing that shit, period, right?
Yeah, you call a screen pass at the right time, and somebody like Henderson, we saw what he did in the national championship. We saw what he could do. Yeah. He could take it to the house.
He'll take it to the house, because he got speed. He can hit that gear, and ain't nobody catching him. It ain't no catching.
I really do think McDaniel should be fired for the mismanagement of Henderson.
Really? Do you think?
Yeah.
Well, let me. I'm not gonna completely dog Drake May on these last 2 games because you got to think about it. He ran against 2 hell of a defense. People forget how good Denver defense is. Denver defense shut their ass down in the snow too. Okay, and then they come up the Seahawks defense. So that was 2 back-to-back defenses. Basically,
and they played the Texans.
Yeah, and so basically, what happened was New England finally people got caught up to them. They had the easy schedule, but I'm like this: I don't give a damn if you got an easy schedule or not. Win the damn games, right? Win the games. They won their games, so I'm not gonna be one of those people, man. They can be to Super Bowl because they had the easy schedule. I don't give a damn. You win the games. Hey, you remember that season we had that easy ass schedule?
You know a black man is being honest when his voice goes up.
Bro, so do you think if they would have some like a wide receiver that needed some attention, you think they would have did that?
Oh, so what are you trying to say? Oh, I know what you're trying to say. Well, it's called doing the segue.
I mean, I know Diggs is good. I know Boyd is good. And the
kid Rollins that caught it, or was it Hollins, or was it Hollins?
Matt Collins.
Yeah. But are they really threats?
Going in the stadium, but
well, they didn't really need to be threats. They were only running zone. That
was a dime. You got to get Drake May that dime that he threw.
Well, the thing I'm saying is Seattle have a great defense, but if you had somebody on the outside that required immediate attention, it may have slowed them down. You had good guys out there running routes that can play, but you didn't have a CD Lamb or a George Pickens out there. So you was really kind of limited, to be honest, against that defense.
Oh, yeah, I like Booty too. I forgot about Booty. I like Booty.
Oh yeah,
I like Booty.
I mean, they got
big Booty.
That's why we love the halftime show.
they're solid wide receivers. They solid, but they're not.
There's no alpha.
Yeah, there's not alpha. Yeah. So with a defense like Seattle, all thing they had to do was play football.
No, and you know what?
They didn't go to Diggs at all until the fourth quarter, though. You know,
and like remember when Kuiper said a couple years ago that we had a bunch of midgets on our wide receiver core. That's exactly what they had in their wide receiver core. Especially with the single numbers, they all look like the same dude.
They really do, don't they?
Except for Hollins.
But I think this is the first time, and obviously you got to give the Seattle defense credit, but
you do.
The reason why I started liking Drake May is I watched every game that he played in the playoffs, and his composure, the way he's patient. I mean, look how he beat Denver. I mean, it was knocking them out, one big play to the tight end off to the left side of the field, right, and then they set him up to go win that game. And you just look at everything, how it happens. I said, man, Drake May's the bomb. But the Seattle defense really had him under duress that he really haven't experienced, something that the Broncos defense couldn't do either. Because he still made that big play against the Broncos.
Well, back to you. Do you think he should have ran the ball more? Do you think, or
his clock, his internal clock was effed up from the beginning.
I don't know who it was, but it was that YDT that just pushed the guard right into it.
Oh yeah,
that was the turning point where, we knew, but right there, there was boys.
But he's young. If he makes it to the Super Bowl again, he'll win it.
No,
he needed this.
He did. Yeah, he did.
I think the turning point was early when my man ran him down from behind. He knew.
Yes,
he knew at that point.
That was the third play, wasn't it?
That was the third play, and he ran him down from behind. He knew right then this is the kind of game he was going to be in. And
he was rattled.
And he was rattled and you're right, Corner. This guy has a very calm, cool, collective composure. For real. Because you never saw, even when they was losing, he was just like, all right, and they have a young team. Yeah. Now, I don't know, only one that probably the oldest Diggs, everybody else is young as hell. And they only gonna get better. Now they won't have the schedule they had this year, but they ain't got no control who's in front of them. But they won't have that schedule, and they're gonna have a big old X on their back.
I'll give them George Pickens for 2 1s.
Watch 2 1s. That means we'd have 4 1s. Sign me up for that. But George Pickens is not technically signed, and that's a good segue. But one more thing, right? Considering we had the most the 60th ranked defense, because I'm counting 2 years of the 60th ranked defense, and to watch a defensive masterclass by 2 teams and then watch one outlast the other. That's why I guess we were like, whoa, this is awesome. That's defense. That's why we were so enamored with it, because we haven't seen a semblance of it all damn year, bro. Man, we were straight jocking. There was slobber coming out of our mouth with the different stunts and the athleticism and the recognition and the coverage. And we look at Christian Gonzalez like, that's a cornerback. We look at the scheme like, that's a scheme. Like, Jesus, Lord.
But Mikey, you can't add both seasons and say it's the 60th ranked defense.
That's the 60th ranked defense.
The Cowboys.
I don't think you just said that ranked.
Come on, man.
I like that, dude. That's how bad we were, bro. That's how bad we were.
That is uncalled for, Mikey. I will not
point. He definitely have a point, because that is how we looking at it. It's like, wow.
Hey,
we haven't seen nothing like that.
I love hey, Chop. That's why I did love the game so much, because it was defense, man. You could see, the NFL is built for the offense. Everybody know that, right? But you saw 2 excellent defensive teams, man, and a lot of the guys were no name. And they were out there and they were doing their freaking assignments. There was no blown coverages, and it was exciting, man. As a true football fan, I was excited.
Well, we knew one of their names.
It was best of.
We knew one of their names.
Don't get to that. Okay, anyway, I was excited just because, man. Remember the old Steelers and Ravens games where the damn score was going to be 12-9 and people getting Ray Lewis knocking folks out. That's how I was like, okay, that's entertaining to me because it's football. It's grown men out there, right?
Yeah.
You know what? I like that you said that.
Football. So last night they were playing grown man football. That's what.
You know what? The refs let them play too.
They did.
Refs.
That was
The refs let him play because I thought, when Kobe Bryant went for the stick instead of the pick, because he could have got that pick. Was it in the first drive? And then he knocked him down. I thought that was a flag, like for targeting. No, they let him play, and you got to give the refs credit because usually we're on the refs when you know what I mean when they're in the game, but they weren't in the game at all. Well, not even for anything.
I think the refs made a decision. Hey, we're gonna let America watch football, not us.
No, you know what? No.
Bravo.
It was because Roger Goodell, like a couple of days ago, made a statement about officiating, and he made a point to show everybody. All right, look, it's not as bad as you think it is.
Uh-huh.
The last season, where all the shitty ass officiating that happened, it's gone.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Well, look. Let's get into somebody who Mikey has been riding the jick of.
Nah, I'm not right. I just like busting your chops, bro.
I was just like, I ain't never known Mikey to be in love with somebody else's balls so much. But hey,
6'7", baby, look at it.
Mikey and D-Law won their Super Bowl. Congratulations to Mikey and D-Law for their Super Bowl victories. Look, I'm gonna let Mikey go because he in the group chat. I'm gonna have to add chopping corner to our group chat, but in the group chat, Mikey loves to send D-Law shit. All right, I'm not a fan of D-Law ever since he went on ESPN.
Yeah, and that's why.
After getting smashed by the Packers, he said that we were tired. It pissed me off to the utmost. Okay, D-Law got hurt the last season. We didn't see him no more the last 6 or 7 games of the season. So my last image of D-Law is I'm tired. D-Law goes to Seattle. They have a wonderful defense. I didn't think they were going to be as good as they were.
Yeah,
they were. Okay. He was a big part of their defense and a big part of their culture. And I still was trying to look and see if he made a tackle last night, but hey.
He had that one disrupted play. He had that one where he got knocked in the air. They should have picked it off.
When he was a Cowboy, he had one disrupted play. Anyway, so
he was the leader of that defense. You understand that, right?
Yeah. Okay. So basically, all I was excited for. I'm excited for every Cowboy who get a Super Bowl ring. Hey, man, shit. Yeah. Congratulations, bro. You moved on. Your prediction came true. I made a couple of predictions that came true, but I ain't win no Super Bowl. So congratulations, D-Law. Come on, Mikey. Tell me how you feel.
No. And in the start of it, why I gave you so much props, because at that time me and you had an argument of it, because in that interview he said he was tired, but at the same time in the interview, if you look between the lines in that interview, he was taking shots at Micah Parsons. That he said that they were running on his side. And when I took it like he was tired, I think he was mentally tired and mentally tired of Micah. That locker room was divided in half. And then all our defensive woes, right? You can't, of course, Micah is a big thing that we lost, but we also lost D-Law on the other side, which was our best run defender on the edge.
Yeah.
He's one of the best in the league. So that's why I defended him. Yes, I told him to fuck off after he said his thing because we all joined together as Cowboy fans. And who would have known he was right? So yeah, but the initial argument that I had with Chris, because Chris, we've had some famous ones and he's won for the most part, most of them. But in this one, it was me defending D-Law.
Like 22-1.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, that one happened. Hey, sometimes a broken clock gets it right one time, twice, right? So, but that was my argument because I am a D-Law guy. I was more of a D-Law guy than a Micah guy, and for what happened, that was the argument. Back to him winning good, and you're kindred with him. You're kindred with him, Christopher. You guys are Mexican. You guys are Mexican by marriage and by blood, grandchildren, and children.
We are.
You know what I mean? Y'all Mexican. Y'all should have been in the halftime show together.
And I was, because hey, I'm telling you, I was hopping around the living room because I was a bad bunny too. Anyway, so
I'm Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican.
I'm Puerto Rican with this hair.
I'm Puerto Rican. Hey, so okay. I'm gonna ask my man, player personnel director of the Cowboy podcast, my man Kuiper AZ. All right, Kuiper, assess your D-Law performance of the year, man. How did you think? Did he bounce back?
He was a product of an amazing system. That's really what it was to me. He has really good value, but the Seattle's defense really is just 3 DTs, honestly, and one fast dude. They constantly rotate that fast dude and D-Law with Leonard Williams on the other side. D-Law had a rotation and a great defensive coordinator. That's really what it came down to for me. Yeah. But I'll give him his props, man. There was times where he did show up, and the leadership more than anything is what his most value came from.
Okay, Chop, man, how did you feel about D-Law, man? Were you excited? You didn't care? Informal? You don't give a shit, or were you too busy on that filet mignon?
Well, you know, I'm gonna give him his props because, you know, he's on the inside. He's a cow. You know, he's a cowboy. He knows what's going on in the building. And me personally, I know this probably I get some slack back from it, but I don't think he was as hurt as he thought he was that last year in Dallas. I think he was saving himself because he knew he was gonna leave, and he wanted to be healthy. Because D-Law playing like he just been in the league 2 years. This guy has some energy about him that I hadn't seen out of him in the last 3 years with the Cowboys. And you're right, Mikey. Once Michael Parsons came and it divided the locker room, Dan Quinn showed the favoritism to Parsons. That rubbed D-Law and some more people, the wrong way. And they was bumping heads. And I think what the Cowboys decided was, hey, we had to move on from one of them. Well, you know we're going to keep Micah. So we're going to let Lewis
blew up in our face.
And what's called leave. We're going to let D-Law and Lewis get out of here so we can pay Micah. Then all of a sudden you ended up with neither one of them. And D-Law gets a ring with a pretty good defense that was put together. You know, I forgot we got Leonard Williams in the middle. I mean, is that his name, Leonard Williams?
Yeah, Leonard Williams. Yeah. He's a monster, bro.
That's a monster, baby. That's a monster freaking dude. You got him in the middle, and D-Law just did what D-Law do. You know, and he played a good game last night. He played a good game all season.
Not to mention Reed. Reed is a monster, too.
DJ Reed, right. DJ Reed.
Now we're thinking about it. Those dudes are bad.
Those two guys, man, they did good. And I've been watching D-Law this year. He looked like a young dude. And I didn't see no foot injury the entire season. So it just led me to believe that I don't know why that thing went out, but anyway, we back. I don't know what the situation was in Dallas, but I just think that he just saved himself for another payday. But he did good.
That's an astute observation. I didn't think about it like that, man.
Oh, I mean, he did good, man.
He stayed tired.
I say them last because he always think about things so much differently.
Yeah.
Cowboy corner, come on. Give it to me. How did you think about D-Law performance over the year? You know, not just the Super Bowl, his whole year performance with the Seahawks.
Oh, he had another. I mean, he duplicated his 2022 season with the Cowboys. That's all he did.
Okay.
And when you put him in a rotational role, you know, you get to save him so he's not tired. But I'm happy for D-Law. I've always been a D-Law fan. I've argued until the cows came home about DeMarcus Lawrence. And Chop talked about lack of energy. I've never saw D-Law be lazy with the star on his helmet. He might have not got the sacks, but he was running backs 20 yards down the field making a tackle. Like that's how I remember D-Law, right? We could talk about his comments about they were tired and this, that, and the third. He was tired. Look at the time of possession in the first half of that Green Bay Packer game. That defense was exhausted. And the offense did him no favors.
Wow. Wow.
And so
like that. Damn.
You put that in perspective for us. Hold on. Hey, dog, like honestly, like wow, like you know when you go to therapy and like the trauma that got unveiled and like this memory of something that got you just did that. You therapy, like damn, I should send you. I'm gonna sell you money because you just something inside of me.
But now I gotta stop my hatred now. Shit.
Yeah, and I understand where D-Law was coming from. I do. The only thing that made me mad is when players leave the star and then they bash the Cowboys.
Yeah,
but
100%.
I can't. But hindsight's 2020 now because he did it. He said it and he did it. Not only did he walk the walk, he talked the talk. He talked to talk, he walked to walk. I can't be mad at bro, right? So all the kudos to DeMarcus Lawrence, man. Proud of him, and you know, got a baby on the way, beautiful family. You know, I just hope that he retires a Cowboy. He gets that day one contract and retires a Cowboy because I would love to have Lawrence retire a Cowboy.
No, he had a game where he had two fumble recoveries for touchdowns. Like he ran them back and stuff like that. And he and Papas was very on point. He was just an important cog in a well-oiled machine. They just put he's just another can of nitrous oxide for them, straight up.
So just for other people, you know, it is basketball season. Those Arizona bear down Wildcats 35-31 against Kansas. This is an exciting ass game. I hadn't even watched it.
I need to watch it on my phone now, bro. I'm sorry.
Bro, it's a good game. It's a good game.
I can't watch it on my stream. It's not streaming.
So let's transition to the other hot topic of the Super Bowl. Mr. Bad Bunny. Like I said, I don't understand the word. I had the surround sound on 100, and my damn living room was rattling. I was trying to wake up everybody in the house because their ass was still asleep. But I was jamming to Bad Bunny. I was like, you know what? If you don't understand the word he says, his music, everything, man, it was a big ass party on the field. Okay, it was just a big party. And if you didn't like it. You don't like the party, okay. You don't understand Spanish, okay. But, bro, why does it matter? Why does it matter if Bad Bunny performed at halftime or not? You could have changed the channel like some people did, but it didn't matter. It didn't affect Bad Bunny at all. It didn't affect my enjoyment of the game at all. I loved it. I thought the theatrics, man, everything, the way the camera work did, a real damn marriage. This is what I found out today. You know that little boy was the little boy that was taken.
Yeah,
baby.
Did y'all? I didn't even know that until today, and it made me love it even more. I was like, "See, come on, man. How could you not enjoy that? Right? A real freaking wedding at the Super Bowl. Right. Everybody is partying. I love the end where he shouted out." Every damn country in South America, Central America, all the way to fucking Canada. He's shouting them out. We all Americans. That's basically what he was saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Chris. You know what? You too, Chris. You too, Chris. You too, Chris. You good.
Dude, we're all American. Okay, it's a lot of things go on, man. It's a lot of hate in the world. We all know that. It's ridiculous. All right. And you know why I love my show? I love this show because the majority of it, Mikey always throw this shit at, when we get a white guy on the show. Hey, man, you got a white guy. I love it because we're all represented. Okay. We're all represented, and we love our Cowboys all different ways, except for Kuiper. We trying to get him canceled. But everything about the halftime show, I enjoyed 1,000%. Yeah. And I think I hurt one of my friends' feelings, and I actually wasn't trying to. He had posted on Facebook he wasn't feeling the show. I said, "What do you mean?
Levi? You talking about Levi?"
No. He said he wasn't feeling the show. And I was just like, man, to me, now I'm saying this, and I know a lot of people are going to be pissed off. My daughter was really pissed off last year. I thought it was better than the Kendrick last year. I did. It was better.
I didn't like the Kendrick one either.
Well, the thing is, while you watched the Kendrick one, you didn't get it. But then when you got the cool thing about the halftime show, they put Easter eggs everywhere. And then when you pick up the Easter eggs, what they mean, it actually is really freaking clever as hell. And I love being a witty, clever son of a bitch, if you know that.
I'm an old school hip hop. Tell me what you mean. I want to figure the shit out. Tell me what you mean. That was just me. I don't need no fucking Easter eggs. Hey, scramble the eggs, feed them to me.
That sounds like these units right there, boy.
Hey, I ain't got time to be looking for fucking Easter eggs. I'm fucking 56 years old. Tell me what you're talking about. Anyway, so he said he wasn't feeling it, right? And I was like, bro, I said, why are you not feeling it? It was a party.
Yes,
it was a party. So I just want y'all opinion. Did y'all enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Just let me know. Kuiper, how did you feel about Mr. Bunny?
Bro, I thought his mic was too close to his mouth. That motherfucker.
He was lip syncing the whole time.
Inch away, and I feel like it would have been a lot better. But you didn't need to understand the word. Shit, a lot of Mexicans didn't understand what he was fucking saying.
Yes, that's exactly what I want to say to you. Go.
Like it's a vibe. That's all it really was. It's just giving a vibe.
It's a vibe.
And if you really look at what he was showing you the fucking American dream.
Yes,
he was showing you how we as a fucking Latino culture came into this shit, came into America trying to just wanting this dream, not wanting anything else. There's no hatred, there's only love. It was just a pure representation of the Latino culture, and I fucking loved that for all it was.
Thank you, man. That was beautiful said, man. I felt exactly what you said. That's how I felt watching the show. I really did. All right, Chop. I know. See, Chopper music guy too. Y'all don't know. Chop's son is a country western singer.
Y'all the filet mignon off his teeth.
Y'all didn't know. That's why he that filet mignon, man. He in music. He in the studio right now. Chop, man. How did you feel, bro? How did you feel about Mr. Bunny?
Yo, I loved it because I knew it was coming, and I know it's gonna be a symbolic type of show, and you really had to be kind of following the world a little bit to see exactly what he was going to do and how he was touching on different things. But Kuiper said it all. He showed what love looks like in a country. This is what the country's made of, no matter you like it or not. Yeah. This is what the country's made of. And I think he did a phenomenal job. You're right. You really didn't I didn't have to understand him. I just saw what he was doing, the characters and the build-up, the props. I knew what was going on already. I'm like, whoa, this is deep. And he just kept moving it along. So hell yeah, I loved every bit of it. And just a little Q&A. Wait a minute, I just saw something. I don't know if y'all just saw this.
What happened?
Max Crosby has told Tom Brady he would rather retire than play for the Raiders.
Good.
Damn.
Well, we got picks we could barter. I'll take Max Crosby forward. He's from Fort Worth, isn't he?
Max Crosby? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's from.
He's from Fort Worth.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
He's from your area. He's from your area. He went to school with Post Malone.
Oh, that's Grapevine. Yeah, that's North. That's Tarrant County. Yeah, about an airport.
Texas is Texas. You know what I mean? Y'all so big.
Yeah, I know we are. Hey, so Mikey, how did you feel about Mr. Bunny?
Oh, so it was a celebration of life. A celebration. It was the experience. I understand the Latino experience, but it's the American experience. And I understand there's a lot of pressure on a lot of people, even in the game, but there was a lot of pressure on this guy.
Right.
Because since they announced it, people were shitting on him, right?
Yeah.
Even before anybody was decided. So he had a lot of weight on his shoulders. And you know what he did? He knocked this shit out of the park.
He really did.
Yo hablo español. Yo tengo otros podcasts. Yo hablo español. Yo no lo entiendo. So that means I speak Spanish and I don't understand his fucking music. Because he seems like he has two marshmallows in his cheeks. So I don't, but like he said, it's the vibe. You know, Kuiper AZ was the kid that they woke up in the wedding a time or two, sleeping on the chair. That's so symbolic. The symbolism of that we're gonna that love and he said love or hate is power. Love is power over hate 1,000 times. You saw the billboard and then calling everybody out, giving them, seeing that we were standing together, that everybody had a smile on that surface, that he could have easily made ourselves a victim and did this whole power protest. No, you know what he did to the powers that be, because it's tumultuous time and then we're not getting political. He said, we're gonna live and we're gonna be doing us and we're gonna work the power lines, the power poles, symbolism to an electrician, but that is a symbolism about the powers going down in Puerto Rico, which is what is a Commonwealth of the United States. Still going forward, when they get knocked down, we're gonna power back up. And then all the celebrities that were in. We saw Ricky Martin for the first time in forever, and that dude hasn't aged a day. It's 1999, bro.
The same,
but the symbolism of all of it, that means all of us here. And it's not just, it's the Latino experience, but it's the American experience. It's the American experience that you throw parties one way, we throw parties another way, but all we're going to do is work, grind, and celebrate while we have this life, considering everything bad. And it was conveyed regardless of the music. I get it. I'm not a big Benny fan, but we got the message, and he could have went one way or another, and honestly, he knocked it out of the park. And dude, who doesn't want to see big booty Latinas dancing? Like, if you don't want to see big booty Latinas dancing, go watch Kid Rock and watch a skinny ass white boy singing the same shit he did 30 years ago.
He didn't even sing that shit. He fucking put that on lip sync.
Yeah, so like honestly, like regardless, it's like I'm Puerto Rican. I feel Puerto Rican. It was a celebration of life, and it's and if anything, I always convey on here is gratitude, and I have gratitude for everybody here. And considering the divisiveness, not once did he say something, woe is me and woe is to our people and what's happening. Not one thing of ICE was mentioned or nothing. All he did was kept it positive, kept it 100, and he didn't make us a victim. If anything, he empowered us as a people.
Preach. All right, Cowboy Corner, what did you think about Mr. Bunny last night hopping around the stage?
Absolutely killed it. All right, look, I don't know a lot of Spanish, but there was one point in the show where he said, "I never gave up on me, so don't ever give up on yourself."
Beautiful.
Yes.
Right? I understood that part. All right. That's probably the only thing I understood. Then, if you watch Lady Gaga, she had a flower on her chest. That is the Maha Puerto Rican flower. It's spelled M-A-G-A. A lot of people call that MAGA. But he did the Puerto Rican flower called the Maha. All right. And so that was good shade by Lady Gaga right there. But you look at everything. I mean, he had restaurants that he loved in New York and in Puerto Rico and all these other things. He had all these restaurants that are real restaurants. All those places that you see in the Super Bowl show are real places. and he brought them to life on the Super Bowl stage. Listen, his message was loud and clear. The only thing more powerful than hate is love. And if you got a problem with that, you need to look yourself in the mirror because you are the problem.
There you go. God, man, all you guys are tonight.
But we hate those fucking Eagles. That's what we fucking hate.
All of y'all. I appreciate it, man, because it's like this, man. We all need to love. Quit all the damn hate. It seem like the world always focusing on negative shit. And last night, I two things I love: football and music. Football and music.
Big booty Latinos, bro. Big booty Latinos.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you know, my wife ain't Latina. I can't say it out loud, and I think she's watching me on TikTok. Big black women.
It's a celebration.
Celebration, bitches.
There you go, baby.
Hey, so this is the kickoff of the off season. So next week, man, of course, me and Kuiper are going to start our series. It's going to be on YouTube. I'm just going to drop them on YouTube. We're going to take each group, running backs, quarterbacks, wide receivers, defensive player, everything, and we're going to break down each player, and we're going to drop them at least 10 minutes on each player. We're going to drop them on YouTube so Kuiper can be in his bag. We're still going to do our Monday show. We'll get into the all-season free agencies and everything like that. I'm so excited about this, and I called him, and I said, look, man, this is your time of year. I don't want you to be shining just one day, okay? I love the way you do the draft. I love how you do it. I said, let's put this shit out, and let's get this popping. Let's get it popping. So next Sunday, we're going to have our first recording, and I'm going to start dropping videos every day, probably every 3 hours until we cover. What we're going to do, we're going to do the top 5 positions at every position, and we're going to rock and roll. And then we'll also do what the Cowboys should be looking for on our last drop, okay? So if y'all follow us, man, make sure you follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and follow all of us on every platform.
We'll plug the channels. What's the channels called?
You won't let me finish. I'm trying. Goddamn.
Damn, Mikey.
Let me finish my damn monologue, Mikey. Goddamn. You know, I'm trying.
Well, plug them. Let's hear it. I'm excited.
I'm all right. You know, Cowboy Up Podcast on YouTube. We're gonna have it on Dallas Cowboy Chris on TikTok. We're gonna have it on Dallas Cowboy Chris and the Cowboy Up Podcast on Instagram. We're gonna put this shit out here everywhere. Also, you do need to follow Chop too, because Chop does his college draft picks. He does his thing too. So y'all follow Chop on YouTube. Is What's Your Point? On YouTube. Am I correct, Chop?
That's right.
Yeah, What's Your Point on YouTube. So, man, we got a lot of content, man. We about to push before the draft. And you can also follow Cowboy Corner on the Frisco Report, the Cowboy Corner talking crazy on Saturday.
No. The draft coverage is just on the Frisco Report every Tuesday, 8:30.
8:30.
Frisco Report. Okay.
He over there making faces and shit. Think I was going to. No.
Hey, Cap, I want to ask Kuiper something, and everybody else can kind of chime in on this. I was looking at some on this free agency and draft, and I noticed something that was kind of weird. Did y'all know Atlanta don't have a first round pick?
No.
Yeah, they traded it for James Pierce.
Yeah.
Okay.
And James Pierce got arrested this weekend.
I know, right? Okay, so here's my thing. Who is a free agent in Atlanta? A big name. One.
Kyle Pitts.
That one too. Bijan Robinson.
Is he a free agent already? No, he has his 5
No,
years.
he's not
still has his
free agent.
5th-year option.
He has his 5th year.
Option.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
still like a.
No, it
He
ain't.
has to be paid.
No, and he's a first round pick.
A fifth.
They have his
a
rights
fifth-
for like 6 years, dude.
Fine.
yeah, 6-7 years technically.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what do you think about Cowboys giving up a first round pick for Bijan?
Can we end the live?
hey, that filet, do you sure that filet mignon?
Oh man,
I
dude.
understand.
I don't think Atlanta would ever let him go. I think
They won't.
they got a new coach, man. I think they're going to feature Bijan so much more.
They need a first round pick.
Atlanta. Yeah, well, that's their fault.
and we need defense.
Yeah, we need defense. Like,
I'm defense heavy. I'm defense heavy.
Can Bijan Robinson rush the passer?
No.
before we go,
We're gonna get it.
before we
quick.
go,
I was really talking about like pick 20. Pick 20. Get rid of that number 12 for Max Crosby. That's where I was at. And then
no.
hell yeah. I will give
Well,
up.
the thing is, but see, we gotta do to the Raiders what everybody does to us. Chop, we read their mail. We know their mail. We know he doesn't want to be there. So why would we give him the 12 when they could just settle for the 20 or even a second round pick?
Whoa,
Because it's
hold
going to be a
on.
bidding war.
Hold on. I want to make sure I understand this correctly.
We don't have a second round pick.
You want to give the 12th pick for Max Crosby, and you want to get number 20 for Bijan.
Yeah, that's a little steep, but I will give the 12 to Max Crosby.
Man, that's bold, brother.
Yeah,
That's
but you don't have to.
Yeah, we don't got room in the cap for that. We don't.
You don't have to get a player that you got to develop at 12 because we're not going to get one of the top 5 dollars.
If you got to develop a player
luxury
at
of having
12,
draft picks is not paying them, Chop. And we already got dudes we got to pay. So if we trade them for dudes we got to pay, there's no room in the cap for nobody.
if you have to develop a 12th round draft pick, the 12th overall draft pick, you need to fire your whole scouting department.
Well,
the only player that you have to develop at that position is the quarterback. If you have to develop an edge, a linebacker, hell, even a safety, your whole scouting department needs to be fired.
Well, damn. That's how we've been kind of looking.
Hey, but
so CeeDee Lamb was developing.
I know. Chris was trying to end the show. Look, and I hate to hijack this, but let's talk about something real. How Jerry said he's going to put the franchise tag on George Pickens already.
Right.
Like he already said it, and
right.
he said a lot of people said he did it already. No, he can't do it until March 5th, till the new league year starts. So
right.
he can't do that until like a month from now, because that's when the league year starts. I think if the Cowboys have a quiet offseason and he nips us in the butt already, I'm very optimistic about next year. But if he drags this shit on and does a whole Micah escapade where every fucking first take is about signing George Pickens and not getting George Pickens, it's just gonna be a fucking the same old bullshit. And I just think Jerry knows his whole mortality. I don't know how you guys feel about him just making the declaration that he is gonna put the franchise tag on him. And it's just not him saying this. Schefter said this is the grumblings that this is actually gonna happen.
It only makes sense though. The franchise tag ain't a bad thing.
No, it's not.
It's only 20. It's only 28. Just one more year, I'll take it. For 28, that's good.
They're gonna tag him to keep all that other crap down.
Yes,
he's not going to say no to $28 million. Pickens is going to be there.
But think about what this year did for him. Like, think about his reputation last year to now, especially after the Pro Bowl and all the love with the Pro Bowl. Yes, we had the Detroit game, but I really think the Detroit game, he was really hurt. He was hurt. I think he was really hurt. But that, if you watch it again. But honestly, aside from the Detroit game, this guy has raised his stock, not as a locker room cancer, but as he pancaked his whole PR and his public perception of him as one of the most likable guys in the league. Excuse me.
Well, that about George, he wants to be here. He wants to be in Dallas. Period. He wants to be here. So
that he can play on that franchise tag. And it wasn't me that extended the show.
He could play on that franchise tag.
It wasn't me this time.
My bad.
It wasn't me.
My bad.
Hey man, I'm all about football talk. so it don't matter. I was getting toward the end because I was like, we got so much content. I didn't want to kill all the content tonight.
That's all. Sorry, boss. I'm sorry, boss.
I just got one more question.
It's hard for me to get on, so when I'm on, I just want to.
Yeah. Go ahead, Corner.
All in favor of tagging and trading Pickens, say aye. Aye.
I see the benefits very much. That's all I will say. I don't think he's very detrimental to the offense, but at the same time, dude, negative 30 million cap space at the moment is very hard to keep another wide receiver making 20 mil plus.
28. He'll be 28, his cap shit. But at the same time, you know they're gonna restructure Holmes. You know that they're gonna do that. They're gonna kick it down. They're going to do it again. Dak's gonna do it. CD's gonna do it. They're all gonna do it. You know that this is that because the only reason it's negative is because Dak Prescott's hit is astronomical.
74 million.
Astronomical.
But check this out though, dude. I did the research. I went down this rabbit hole. We're screwed, okay? And this ain't Dak Prescott hate. I'm just giving you stats. And
no.
facts.
I believe it.
All right. When they restructure this contract in 2029, Dak Prescott will be hit for $63 million in dead money, and he won't even be on the team.
I believe that, yeah.
I think he'll be on the team in 2029.
63 million in dead money, and he won't even be on the
team. We better win next year. What do you think, Chris?
Well, it's like this. It's the business of football, professional football. It's always going to be a money thing, you know. But most NFL teams can get around it some way or another. You know, the cap is really like Groove say, fugazi. You know, I don't care how much money you could say, how much money you can spend, how much you're going to be over. You know, it is what it is. You still got to field the team. Getting rid of George Pickens, it don't make sense to me, because why trade for a receiver you know you needed to get back into the problem? That was just like why I was so against the Michael Parsons trade, because now guess what we need? A rush edge. Okay, so you're trying to get rid of another receiver, and you know you're going to have to go get another fucking receiver. It makes no sense to me. So it is what it is to me. I mean, it's professional football. It's the cap. It's things like that. We're going to have to deal with it. Everybody, matter of fact, since Seattle won the Super Bowl, everybody's price just went up. They free agent is Walker. You got to pay him. They don't pay running back.
They got to pay Sam Darnold.
They got to pay Sam Darnold.
Rolling.
You know, you got all. It's NFL football. It's just how it is. So, and that's the drama of it too. So,
and not to mention, we got to sign Williams again. Javonte.
We got a lot of people. Then don't nobody bring up Odigizua just signed that big contract. He didn't do shit last year. He didn't say about taking his money. So it is, man. It's just one of those things. But look,
we're not gonna have Terrence Steele. Terrence Steele, he's not gonna be there. But yeah, you already know.
But hold on, big fella. Yeah, you got rid of an edge that wore down during the end of the year because he's light, right? So if you go get you a bigger edge guy that can be more consistent throughout the year, I'm happy with that. But I'm only happy with that if they'll get me a bigger edge.
Hey, dude. Hey, Myles Garrett ate that motherfucker alive on his own show. Like
he sure did.
He fucking cooked his ass on his own show.
Oof.
Awesome. So I do want y'all to also watch another podcast. It's the El Podcast Dismiss the Cowboy. I can't read Spanish either.
El Podcast Mis Cowboys. And that's Eric Serrano's show. I just get on it every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then. You know, he get on this show every now and then too. I appreciate you being every now and then host. Appreciate it. Look, man, the season is over, but the season just begun.
Yes.
If you know what I mean. The season is over, but the season has just begun.
Hallelujah.
Yes, sir.
Say, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in to us, man, on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We do appreciate you, man. Drop a like for us, man. Also, subscribe. Hold on. What's wrong, corner? What's wrong?
No, stay. I'm gonna help you with this thing on Mondo's channel where it's only the shorts. I'm gonna go into your. I'm gonna help you go into your settings so you can fix that.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so appreciate that, man. Appreciate y'all. Hey, man, like the big fella always say, Dallas Cowboys for life. We'll see y'all next time.
Cowboys. I feel Puerto Rican in this. Puerto Rican.
I feel both.
Yeah, let me give a big shout out to St. Louis Joe, bro, in the building. Always WWE. Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him?
The loyalist. You got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
What's up, Dilemma? Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. Excited.
Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction?
I see it.
Hey, man. Hey,
all these videos, dancing.
Hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. You know, hey, man.
Players fuck up.
Hey, yeah,
Players
man.
fuck up sometimes.
Yeah. In this first day of pad, say, man, you know, we all played, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Because now to me,
tomorrow tells the truth. Today was the truth, but tomorrow tells the truth.
I'll tell you about I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. You know, I know we all co-hosts, but you know, I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. You know, your ass always got to, spread shit and eating wings and
Motherfucker sprint.
Calm down.
I haven't sprinted in 5 years.
Calm down, Mikey. Calm down, Mikey.
You're sprinting right now.
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. Welcome to the show. So hey, I got the hard hitting questions, so I got the controversial.
Yeah. You come out with that Whataburger in and out, right?
I wasn't done. We kind of keep it light, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter Cronkite's up here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing in that song, but it's like this is Drake, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So that's about the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, like, subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. If you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.